Hello! Today is the day after Valentine's Day, and it is also the day that Jeffree Star put blood sugar back on his website. So, if you remember, Lizzie got me the blood sugar palette for Christmas.
This is the most exciting day of my life!
And I have been busy and not been filming or doing anything, so I have yet to try this out. Obviously, I have it on this eye, so like, I have tried it out, but like, I have yet to really like play with it. And I thought today, since he just restocked it, it'd be the perfect time to film a video with it. So this is gonna be first impressions, bit of a tutorial, and then also the colors that I don't use on my eye, I'm going to swatch at the end. So I'm gonna show you how I did this to my eye. Let's jump in. So first, I'm gonna start by taking the shade Tongue Pop. Ready? That one was kind of good. Okay, like I'm kind of getting better. But I'm gonna take this shade Tongue Pop on this fluffy BH Cosmetics brush, and I am just gonna put that in my crease as like a transition shade. His shades are so pigmented that I really don't even feel like I need this, but it's what I did on this eye, so it's what I'm gonna do on this one. This shade is so pretty. Like, it's super just like peachy and beautiful, and like that's like a look, like just like with some mascara and like inner corner highlight, like. So I'm just gonna pack that on my crease. Kind of messy because it doesn't matter because you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, then I'm gonna take this like dry sponge thing from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna wipe my brush off, and this gets rid of the extra like pigment that's on the brush, and then I can use the brush again, which is great because I'm not rich and I have one fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take the shade Cavity, and this is the shade that I was most excited about in this palette. I've been looking for a hot pink for so long, and they're very, very hard to find, and then like when you do find them, they're bad. But Jeffree, you know that Jeffree's not going to let me down with hot pink. We're going to go in with Cavity and put that over Tongue Pop. Oh, also, in James Charles' video where he talked about his palette, he said to pack the pressed pigments on and then blend them out, and all of the pinks and reds in this palette are pressed pigments, so that's what I'm going to be doing with this shade. Whoa! Also, I had a picture that I was following, but like this looks absolutely nothing like the picture that I followed. So, whoa! You cannot sit here and tell me that that pink is not the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Whoa! Alright, so next I'm taking this e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm taking the shade Cherry Soda, which is the darker red, and I am placing that on my outer corner, and then I'll take my fluffy brush again and I'll blend that through. Whoa! My biggest fear is not being able to recreate what I did on this eye on this eye. I also can't breathe right now for a second. Hang. Okay. Whoa! Alright, so next on this like angled fluffy, kind of fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, I am taking the shade Fresh Meat, which is like the purplish red shade, and I'm putting it here, like right next to where I put Cherry Soda, and then in my inner corner area. Whoa! Alright, next I'm taking Blood Sugar, which is the metallic red that is so pretty, and I am just packing that over where I put Fresh Meat. Whoa! Next, I'm taking this really dense eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. and I am spraying it with my Mario Badescu lavender water, and I am taking the shade Candy Floss, which is this really pretty shimmery pink shade. And I am placing it in the center of the two halves that I did. Whoa! I just remembered. On this eye, I used the shade Sugarcane, which is this tan nude shade. Also, I'm looking in my mirror, and this eye looks so much more red than this eye. Okay, whatever. I'll try to fix it. Before I do the silver, I'm going to try and make this eye more pink. Give me a second. This eye looks so much worse than this eye, but like maybe once I put the silver on, it'll fix it. So, for the silver, I'm using this BH Cosmetics eye light thing, which is like the Stila ones, but like $4. And it looks like this, but I'm not going to be using the doe foot applicator to put it on. I'm going to be using this brush that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to take it like this on my brush, and then I'm gonna go from my inner corner out and like kind of tail it out a little bit. You'll see if I can do it properly, which probably can't, but whoa! Pretty good so far. I'm just getting like the basic shape, and then I'll go over it again to make it like really vibrant. Whoa! They're kind of not even at all. Why does this always happen to me when I do makeup? Not even like every time I do makeup, just every time I do makeup on this channel, which has been like 3 times. Wow, okay, I'm not even done filling them in, but I know that they're gonna be so uneven. When I go like this, it looks so bad. So that's like really rude. Whoa! Oh my god. I made it so thick! Oh my god, I'm so sad. What do I do? What do I do? I don't want to do my makeup again. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm gonna go get a Q-tip. If Jeffrey ever sees this video, he's gonna cry.
Girl.
I wet my Q-tip with my micellar water, and I'm just gonna try to fix it, because I really don't want to do this whole eye over again, and if there's a way that I can like finesse it, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you know what's so great about this is that like the Q-tip's taking up like all of the eyeshadow, but none of the silver. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pack on the colors that I just took off. I feel like moron. Also, this whole part of my face is pink, and I don't think it's because of like fallout. I think it's because I'm really bad at makeup. Okay, I think I'm back to where I was. Back to the silver. Because it went so well last time. I love that when I also, like I put it directly in my crease, so when I open my eyes like this, you can't see it. Also, why would I open my eyes like why would I do that? Oh my god, my eyes are crooked too. Okay, whatever. Next, I'm going to take Cavity again, and I'm going to put it over the silver. Not, like, over top of the silver, but, like, above it. Just to make sure that we didn't lose that color. And then I'm also going to take Cavity and run it under my lower lash line. I guess I'm just going to use this fluffy brush. I don't think that's the brush that I use for this side, but at this point, I look janky anyways. Whoa! Okay, imagine if I like... It looks good, right? The only thing I'm not loving is like how that... It's not like a full circle, you know what I'm saying? Kind of helped. This side is horrible. Okay, I think the only thing that can save me is doing my mascara. So I'm going to put my inner corner highlight on, and then I'm going to do my mascara. My inner corner highlight is not from the Blood Sugar palette, so I'm just not even going to talk about it. Whoa! Oh, as always, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. The best mascara in the world. Whoa! Why do I look like I got like beat in the face on this side? Not that bad. I'm gonna do the rest of my face makeup and then I'll be back to show you what this ends up looking like and to do swatches. So, transition. This is what the eyes turned out looking like. I think it actually turned out really good for as much of a mess as this video tutorial thing was. I actually started filming while I was doing this eye and all of the footage like just got lost. So this video is going poorly. I was filming and the footage is gone. Don't know what. Oh my god. So that's why I had this eye done when I started. But I think it looks good. And now, for the fun, exciting part, we get to swatch the other colors in the palette. I'm very excited about that because there are so many pretty colors that I didn't get to use on my eyes. And I just want to see what they look like. So this first color here is called Glucose, and it is just a matte white. And it's pretty pigmented for a matte white. It looks really, actually very pigmented, and it's so silky. It's not like chalky, like you know when you have like a bad palette and it's chalky. Yeah, this is not chalky. The next color is Sugarcane. I did use it on my eyes, but you didn't really get to see it. You honestly probably won't be able to see it on my arm because it's kind of my skin tone. Actually, not at all my skin tone. It's very pretty. It's just like a nice base color. Next is Cake Mix. It's nice matte brown. See, I'm talking like I'm like Jaclyn Hill and like I like know colors and like I'm so smart and like, yeah, like this is just like a really pretty like matte brown, but like I could not tell you if this was cool tone or warm tone or neutral. Like, don't know. Honestly, it might not even be matte. Like I might be just like dumb and just be saying that it's matte. But it is very pretty. See, it looks warm tone on the skin, but in the pan, it looks cool tone. Maybe I'm just wrong. The last brown shade is called Ouch, and we're gonna put it right next to Cake Mix, and it is just very, very pretty. The next shade I'm so excited about. It is called Donor, and look how shimmery that is. Just look at how shimmery that is. So I'm gonna take that. Oh my god. And it is so soft. It feels like you're literally rubbing velvet, like actual velvet. Like I'm wearing a velvet dress and I just like rubbed my hand on it. That's what this feels like. And I'm gonna put it right there. Like, hello, nice to meet you. The next shade is a word that I can't pronounce. Can you, like, can't see it, doesn't matter. But it is just like a really dark chocolatey brown color. And I think I got way too much on my finger. Like, I don't understand how people like come for Jeffree when like this is the quality that he's giving. And like some of these other brands are out here and like, okay. Next row, I used Candy Floss and Tongue Pop. So I am gonna go in with Sweetener. This is another gold shade, but it's a lot lighter than Donor was. And it's actually kind of like rose gold on the skin. It's very pretty. This would be very pretty where I put Candy Floss. If I was doing gold in the crease instead of silver, I'd put Sweetener where I put Candy Floss, and it'd be super stunning. I already used Cavity, so we're gonna go to O Positive, and this is very cool toned. I think. It's pretty. It almost looks like this shade from my Lorac palette, the Dusty Mauve shade. It almost looks like that, which is like my favorite shade from that palette. So next is the shade Root Canal, and it is just a stunning purple. I know that purples are hard to formulate because I have heard that purples are hard to formulate. So we'll see if this passes the test. Oh, surprise, surprise. It passes the test. Going on to the next row, the first shade is called Prick, and it is just a very bright red shade. It's kind of like orangey red. And it is super pretty. I mean, like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's not like I'm swatching a bad palette and I can be like, oh, like, that's chalky. Like, oh, that's streaky. Like, all of these shades are pretty. I'm just swatching them to, like, show you what they look like and show myself what they look like. So we used Fresh Meat and Blood Sugar. So the last two shades are Extraction and Coma. So first we're going to swatch Extraction, and it is like a dark, deep fuchsia, magenta, something like that. Oh, that's like a berry. That's like what that is. That's berry. That is so pretty. All right, and then last one is Coma, and it has the Red Cross symbol in it. Oh my god, look at that. All right, so that is the makeup. The first impression is that it's amazing. So there's your first impression. And the swatches, all complete. I'm sorry that this video was an absolute mess and a wreck, but I hope that you liked it, and I will be hopefully filming another either day in my life or week in my life very soon, so please don't unsubscribe. And subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Thank you.